That's doing the work for economic growth.
Ian Lees-Galloway.
Thank you very much, Mr Chairman. It's no surprise that New Zealanders are feeling increasingly uneasy about the way this government is running our immigration system. It's not just something that's appeared to New Zealanders out of thin air. Of course, we've already had Treasury tell us that the government is running the immigration system inappropriately. We've had Immigration New Zealand themselves tell us that the government is getting it wrong on immigration. We've had the Reserve Bank warn that the way the government is running their immigration system is causing problems in the housing market in Auckland. A number of government departments have said that immigration is being run incorrectly, improperly, and not in the best interests of New Zealand. And New Zealanders are feeling it. And if any member opposite thinks I'm wrong, watch the 6 o'clock news tonight, because New Zealanders know that what an immigration system should be about is bringing in the skills and experience that this country needs to grow our economy and to grow our society. But what are the main jobs that this government is using the immigration system to bring people in for? Dairy farm workers. In New Zealand, of all places, this government has prioritised bringing people in from overseas to work on dairy farms. Retail managers, cafe managers, retail supervisors. I ask members opposite, one, do they seriously think those are the jobs that are going to grow our economy and to provide good wages and good living for people in New Zealand? And second, do they seriously think that we cannot train people here in New Zealand to take on those roles? Of course we can. But what the government is doing is using the immigration system to subsidise employers who are not prepared to pay decent wages and provide decent conditions so that New Zealanders want to train and get into those jobs. And that's what Immigration and Treasury has been saying to this government, that there is an increasing focus on using the immigration system to bring people in with low skills to do low wage jobs. And they are pushing New Zealanders out of those jobs that are the first rung on the ladder. And don't just take my word for it, because the CEO of the Auckland Chamber of Commerce, that well-known lefty Michael Barnett, came out today and said that he is concerned that there is a disconnect between the immigration system and the skill shortages that we have in New Zealand. He says the roles that we should be encouraging people to come to New Zealand to fill are in construction, in engineering, in electronics, and in ICT. But instead, what is this government focused on? Retail, cafes, and working on dairy farms. That's where this government sees the need for immigration. At a time when we have over 80,000 young people not in education, training, or skills development, or work for that matter. At a time when 80,000 young people are not working, and they're not training, and they're not in education. We're bringing people in from overseas who will do those jobs at poor conditions and poor pay rates, rather than encouraging employers in New Zealand to actually invest in their own industries and to invest in New Zealanders. And of course we know that immigration is one of the factors contributing to the housing crisis that this government won't face up to. And I would say to that migrants are voting with their feet. Migrants are settling in Auckland because this government has stifled growth in the regions. Migrants don't want to move to the regions because they do not see opportunities there. And that is why one of the reasons why there is so much pressure on the Auckland housing market, because migrants are voting with their feet. They know this government has failed on regional development, and so they see their only opportunities as being in Auckland and Christchurch, even though I have to say, as a regional MP, we would welcome more people coming to our region, seeing opportunities in our region, starting businesses, taking up jobs in those high skill areas which are going to support regional economic development. But that is not where this government's focus is. This government's focus is on providing a large pool of people to take up low skill, low wage jobs and to suppress wages for ordinary working Kiwis. That's what they're using the immigration system for. We should aspire to much better things than that. Yes, immigration is important to New Zealand. Yes, we're a nation founded on immigration, and immigration is an important and can be a very successful tool to economic growth, but not the way this government is running it.